Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. It's May 3rd. Don't let Dr. Russell see this, really? Why? Why, cuckoo bird? Why don't you want to... Look, you're caught. What about the guys that told us you said that? What about the guys that have that actual recording? Don't let Dr. Russell see this. Yeah, you like concealing, huh? Okay, I'm going to read this because I don't have a lot of time for this shit today again. But again today, I typed up everything they said as it came in. You know, the cops that are investigating you, 40 of them from different places. 12 reporters, 3 not in this country. And nobody will tell you guys shit. Charles, when you contact me, this is what happens. You get nothing else. I don't care what you think, weirdo. Get away from me. Get the hell away from me. Everybody's really mad at y'all. I know you're stupid and you don't understand what I just said. But for 7 years every day, all I do is type up what you guys say. It's different when you do it to me. I know you trafficked me. You sold me to a Houston Realtor. Houston Realtor, everybody's pissed off at you too. What you're doing is a very serious crime. Nobody feels bad for y'all. Nobody. We can get... The intel comes in quicker and easier now than ever before. So what does this reporter say, Charlene? These men are about to become the most hated, despised men in America. You know how I know this? I hate them. What is wrong with men who force a woman to have to decide between food and shelter or being forced to feel raped and creeped out by unwanted male attention? She will flat not go to work and be able to feed herself and take a bath to avoid Mr. Perry's pitfalls and torment by way of workplace harassment. She's being forced to choose between her basic rights and needs of just food and shelter or expose herself to him. Traffic daddy, that's you too. You Houston Realtor bitch. Get a date the normal way. You're pathetic. So everybody's as angry as you are at you as they are, Charles, because you're pressuring him to deliver. I said no. It's my choice. You're the criminal. You're caught. I know before, not after. It's different when you do it to me, isn't it? Name one other victim that caught it before. What planet are you on, delusional? You're embarrassing me because you're stupid and delusional. And you act like you don't know you're caught. People make fun of you. It's embarrassing. Why aren't you embarrassed? Why aren't you embarrassed? You should be. You're a weirdo. You're so fucking weirdo. Charles, you're weirdo. You're creepy. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it the fuck out. So, she says, no woman should ever have to make that kind of choice. For that, I hate him. And I know all of America will when this story breaks. Okay? You don't know when that's going to be. You don't know when these guys that are getting all this intel take it to court to get a final... It's already in court. They get investigatory orders with it. It's called probable cause and shit. Some is from leaks. Some is from, whatever wiretap shit they got. I'm not into that. They don't tell me all the nitty-gritty details of that. But if I'm quoting you, how do you think you're not caught? How do you think that? What planet do you fucking live on? How do you think you're not caught? Traffic guy, Houston. Fuck off. I said no. I said no. It's my choice. You're breaking the law. You're pissing people off. You're getting told on. I know about you because of that. By the day. So this morning, we get you guys talking to, I guess the governor about trying to do something else to me. And he said, wait a minute. Just wait. There's a lot coming out here. Whoever it was, I don't know if it's governor or not. I'm not told who it is. He said, I'm reluctant to do anything because she's got financial... She can't even eat. He's messing with her money that bad. So I'm reluctant to go at her with one more thing and say she's doing something wrong because Charles is doing something wrong. And at this point, everybody knows that. It's his crime, not hers. He's in our state. I'm a little aggravated. There's some police from somewhere else are having to help her. I'm aggravated that that's happening. And Charles is causing this. Why isn't he in Texas? If he wants to make trouble, do it in Texas where he lives. Houston Realtor guy, you too. What he said is, if she has money and then blows all this off, then we can say it's her fault. But right now, it's Charles's fault, and everybody knows that. He did this to her on purpose. He did it to hurt her. It's malicious. So I'm reluctant right now to be okay with what you just said you want to do. I'm not comfortable with it. Right? Somebody else said, I don't work for the governor. I might do it anyway. Okay. Duly noted. Right? And then somebody else said, I think that the governor's feeling a little pressure because the tribal police helped her with that car, getting the information on that car. They did. They're not Tulsa police. They're not Tulsa police. This is the guy in the car, fucking following me everywhere. That car says police on the back of it. See right there? So I asked the tribal guy, is this guy a cop or not? Do you see this car? I'm showing him. I go, it's here, it's here. I'm driving down the street on this date. This is, this is in March. He's where I am. He'll circle through the parking lots and just like to harass and menace me. And I'm there getting gas. I was door dashing. I stopped to get gas at Quick Trip on Memorial and 81st. Here he comes to the parking lot. Remember, they hacked my phone. They know when I have my phone with me, and they know when I don't. They know right where I am. One time, he's at my home where I live. Right here at Chardonnay. There's a Quick Trip right in front of it on 71st. I walk to the Quick Trip all the time to get stuff. So that time I forgot my phone. Most of the time I actually did take my phone with me. That day I forgot it. And that bitch followed me back and forth and back. Because I started to go and I saw him and I went back. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. Not tonight. Well, as I did that, he took off. So I started back again to the Quick Trip. Here he came again. Circles through the Quick Trip about 4 times, comes out, and then backs right up where I was. Right up on the street, backed up. So he's actually sitting crossways across the street. And just sat there until I got home. That's not menacing. I don't know what it is. So he's got his, he looks like a, people, my neighbor's like, the fuck is that? That's creepy. And I go, watch, he'll just drive through here. He doesn't like, he goes to the back of the property. He's not back there long enough to stop and see someone or pick someone up. He'll come back through here. He's by himself. So what's he doing? Just bothering everybody? Yeah. Everywhere I went. This one, I had picked up Whataburger for DoorDash, and here he comes, menacing through the parking lot, same way he always did. This one was Quick Trip. At Memorial I Need First, drives to the parking lot. That's the ones I was able to get a picture of. He did a lot more than I have pictures for. A hell of a lot more. The one that I'm describing where he's backing up, I didn't have my phone with me. I did go, as soon as I got home, went and grabbed my phone and ran back out to get a picture of him. By then he was gone. They know when I have my phone. That's why he was really bad that night. So I asked Tribal Guy, what is he, a cop? What is this? It says police. I'm a citizen. I don't know. I'm not sure. What is he? He's fucking freaking me out. He goes back and he checks it and he comes back and he goes, I can't give you this guy's name and address, but I'll tell you he's not law enforcement. So there's that. So I guess the guy was thinking. I haven't talked to the governor myself, so I wouldn't know what the governor's thinking. Really, I'm not going to be Charles Perry and let other people say what somebody else is thinking. The governor can say what the governor's thinking, don't you think? What this guy said is, I think that because the tribal police got this guy, gave her that information, and confirmed that he's not a cop, he shouldn't be driving a car that says police on it, and then citizens aren't sure. That's what I told the tribal officer. He goes, it looks like he just didn't paint over that well enough. And I go, it doesn't matter. He shouldn't be driving around in a car that makes citizens go, is that a cop or not? Should he? With these weird lights on the back of it. Look at these lights. I mean, it's like, what the fuck is that? And I go, it's not just that. It's that he follows me everywhere I go and then drives through parking lots like he's just trying to intimidate me. How's he know where I am? Oh, yeah, he's a hacker. It's part of the trafficking bullshit. Okay, so they thought maybe that pressured the governor. Maybe the governor just thinks this is ridiculous that y'all are doing this in his state, and police from somewhere else are helping me get stuff like this. Mr. Perry. The more you contact me, the more you take my money, the more you invade my privacy, the more we get. It's been that way for 7 years, every fucking day, dumb fuck. Shouldn't take you 7 years to go, when I wake up tomorrow, she's going to quote me again. And then the next day after that, until they arrest me. Until they use all the shit they got to arrest me and the traffic guy from Houston Realtor person, Strange-O. All of you, get the fuck away from me. Charles, I don't care what you think. I did not ask you, did I? What I said is, get the fuck out of my life. Do not contact me anymore. Do not contact me again. I fucking hate it. I hate it. I'm not going to be sold. I'm not going to be trafficked. And the more you try to pressure me, it's just more crime. Realtor guy in Houston, you're a criminal. Nobody feels sorry for you. It's the life sentence per count. Trafficking comes with. Life sentence for. So you didn't. So we heard the governor or whoever you were talking to. Let's do this to her. Let's get her on that. How can we get her in captivity and hand her this affidavit that's a lie and make her sign it and make her take wedding photos and pretend there was a wedding and then take her off to Houston, realtor guy, where she'll live maybe a week and get murdered? Because everybody knows I'm not going to sign your lie and then you let me live, because you don't want me to pop up later and say, well, he made me say that. Who are the guys after you? You don't know. You also don't know how they have things set up in case you try to do something like make me tell you. Yeah, I'd be careful if I were you. I think you are flicking at something you don't know what it is. Be very careful. Whack job. You got Huntington's disease, we hear. They told me that. Causes delusion, paranoia, hallucinations, psychosis, and impaired cognitive reasoning. All of you act like you need to be in a fucking nursing home to get quoted this much and caught every day. Every fucking day. For 7 fucking years. When you contact me, invade my privacy, and cause me problems and loss, and take my money, the longer I'm broke, the longer Mike Neely's in jail, Lucius, the more we get. The more we get. And the guy this morning said, I'm upset that there's cops from somewhere else keeping her safe. We all know Charles Perry's causing her problems. We all know that. Everybody knows that. It's not that she's trying to not follow the law. It's not that she's trying to do something wrong. It's that she's trying to survive and just eat. And so until that changes, leave her alone. Leave her alone. If she had a lot of money and just blew all this stuff, her responsibilities off, that would be different. That is not the case here. Charles is causing this on purpose. It's malicious. Leave her alone. Leave her the fuck alone. Every time you try to do something, you guys get caught before you do it. Leave her the fuck alone. I heard him say it. And so the guy hung up and he goes, I think that because the tribal police helped her, that the governor might be, that's why I thought it was the governor or somebody from his office. I feel like the governor feels, some pressure from them to make Charles leave her alone. And then the other person said, I don't work for the governor. Maybe you ought to wake up, though, whoever said that. Because I heard you say that. It ought to scare you that I heard you say that. Yeah. Okay, so this guy's going over, I guess, giving somebody an update. And he said first he had her sitting alone in her car at Christmas, told her family they were not allowed to invite her over or contact her. He thought she'd call him, and then he could deliver her to the Houston realtor who bought her. Human trafficking is a very serious crime. Comes with a life sentence per count. Houston realtor, stop pressuring. Stop pressuring. You need to get your shit and go home. If Charles screwed you over, it's between you and Charles. You leave everybody else alone. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. You don't have a choice. If I'm quoting you and we found out about all this before you did it, you better understand very clearly you don't have a choice, sir. You don't. He said then he had her car taken from her, and she walked all the way from the Flying J to 11th and Yale to get her stuff out of the car that was taken from me, and I did. It took me from 11 to 3, but I did it. and had somebody pick her up and take her out to the club. Never called Charles. He's still not hot and sexy still. No, why? That's not what kind of man I would want, is it? It's repulsive. No woman. Anybody want a guy that would do that to you? We've got one available. Her name is Charlene Petunia. We're not sure if she's gay or straight or what. We don't know. All I know is I'm seeing the guy do weird shit I've never seen anybody in my life do before. Weird, sick, twisted, illegal bullshit, crazy crap that I've never in my life seen anybody do before. Except when you watch, Netflix or something, and they're interviewing a serial killer, like Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer or BTK. Sick little fucks. So, mommy issues and crap. Mommy humiliated me. Now I'm a criminal. You're supposed to be okay with it. And we're not. Nobody's okay with it, or I wouldn't have this, would I? Okay, so he said, what I said is I go out with men who work hard and have something interesting to talk about and respect boundaries and the law. And that, make sure I don't miss a meal. And if you can't do that, you're not even on the radar. You're not even possible. You get near me, I'll beat the hell out of you. I don't think you understand. If you get near me, Houston Realtor guy and Charles Perry, I will literally beat the fuck out of you. Your balls will be in your brains, and before you know what happened. I'm either quick or strong, or both. Depends on what I need to be at that moment, don't you think? Don't bother me again with your illegal, sick, twisted, I don't even know what to call it, ick. You're sliming your ick all over everybody, and we're sick of it. I get the information before, not after. Right? So, the guy says, so she's out there for 5 weeks, and he had that waitress bully her and told them, don't let her make any money, push her out of waitressing, see if you can't get her computer and her driver's license away from her. And they wouldn't let anybody go get her food sometimes or groceries sometimes. They told them to take her money, to take money from the till and say she did it. And then, so she left. She never called Charles. He thought she'd call. She paid a friend $80 to drive her into Tulsa to take her to traffic court. And so she got an extension. It's still open, Mr. Perry. That case is still open. I just said it yesterday. I just said it. We just went through the whole thing yesterday. So, you know how many times we say that? Mr. Perry, I just said that. I just said it. You're caught. We just talked about it. Stupid. Stop embarrassing me with that. Go get your nurse or something. Then they tried to get her back out to the club. And they had this whole thing out there planned. They had her whole family out there decked out. They were going to jerk her off the stage, throw her in handcuffs, and put her in a patrol car. Then take her in, make her sign the affidavit, pose her with her family all dressed up. Here's the wedding photo we got to get to cover up the forged marriage license we used to get information illegally, like your banking and shit. Right? Or to tell this guy that you work for to fire you or make you kick you out. It's 4 years ago he did that forgery. Lucky asked me about it in 2019. Now he wants a wedding shoot. It's basically posing for photos. Because there's no way. There's no fucking way I would have even a date with Charles Perry. Never, not even a date. And he knows that. The bitch knows that. So it's just posing for photos. But you had my family convinced of something else, didn't you? Do you really think they're that stupid that they believed you? I'm telling you, they did not. They're just scared. They're scared out of their minds. Everybody is. You do that again, you torture them psychologically like that again, I swear to God, you will wish you were dead. All of you. You'll wish you were dead. Remember who it is you're talking to. I'm quoting you. I quoted you all day today, day before that, for 7 years. I have a McNamara email. I've got a Fabian puzzle. Don't forget who it is you're dealing with. Don't fuck with my family again. Since that time, the guy says, then they're taking her off to Houston. Then maybe she gets to live a week before they take, we're going to go on a honeymoon cruise. And she's shoved off the side. Or she's a floater in the tub. Because I think everybody knows she's not going to sign an affidavit and live to, change her mind. Right? Yeah. You got to remember who it is you're dealing with, Princess Petunia. So, Princess Click and Bang Poke and Peep. You do weird shit nobody, normal person could not even think of. That's what your people call you. Peeping, poking, pink penny, pathetic parrot. Your guy says that. You embarrass your own people. Because you're a weirdo. They tried to get her back out there. They had everybody all decked out, and her family were waiting, and then she wouldn't show up. Nope, I did without food instead. And we knew about that. We knew what you were doing. I was typing it up. Do you really think I would do what you want? You really think that? Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce. Interference with contracts with intent to coerce. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. To go together with some type of witness tampering or coercion charge. How many counts are there going to be? How many? Now, what he said in March 2020 and again in July 2022 is, her privacy is not to be invaded again. You do not contact her or her family in any way, shape, or form ever again. She's not to be broken, have to ask for help ever again. You're going to get the fuck out of her life. Give back what you took and get the hell out. Fix what you broke and get the fuck off. Because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you. It's just that simple. Stop with the threats and the bribes. In answer to your threats and bribes, that's it. That's the response. So it's not a choice, Mr. Perry, in your delusion. It's a whether or not that's what's going to happen. The choice is, are you going to do it or are you going to do it? And as much as we quote you, the shrink thinks you need to be hospitalized, that you think you have a choice. As much as we quote you. You too, Houston Realtor. Lucius Geppetto, your witch. Sanjay, your hacker. Beverly, Blankenship, Desiree, right? Calvin, who's bald and fat. Jeremy and Jordan, Andrew, Lawrence, James, Ruben, Richard, and Dickie. That's just some of your people. And some guy named Muffin Man. We have your code words. You act like you don't know you're caught. We quote you every day, and you guys act like you fucking don't know you're caught. And we're always going, we just said that. We just said it 2 seconds ago. Just said it. You're caught. You're fucking caught. Who all knows about this? Besides just me. Before it goes out. Who all knows? Nobody's going to help you. Everybody's sick of you and wants you gone. Nobody's going to help you. Never have, never will. It just pisses us off that you would even have the nerve to ask. You have put everybody through hell. So we get more. And they're gonna do that until they're okay, Judge, we're ready for you to sign the arrest warrant, and that's it. We're done. You're buried in a court of law in everything you've done to me. All of you. Yeah, I don't even know. Who told you, Houston Realtor guys, stop imagining a life with her? It is not going to happen. Because you walk around, oh, we'll do this, and oh, we'll do that. And somebody told you, I think you need to stop with the daydreaming, sir. It's not going to happen. Stop imagining a life with this girl and planning shit. It's not going to happen. It's not. You're off your nut if you think it will. Are you not watching what she's doing? And no, any other victim have this? I don't think they do they? But I do. Why is it different when you do it to me, Charlene Petunia? Why? Stop embarrassing me. Stop embarrassing me. Stop icking your slime all over everybody else. Act like you understand what people say. You're caught. I'm quoting B. So, anyways, bald fat Calvin. People hate you. The cruelty. A man's kindness brings blessings. We can get information at the snap of a finger, and his cruelty will be his downfall. You guys get told on and told on and told, and nothing else. It's not even benefiting you. And yet you do the same thing every day. So that's what this guy's talking about. The affidavit that Charles wrote. It's not my words. It's his words, so he can sign it. I'm not signing it. She can sign it or rot in jail. Is that what you said? How many people did you say that to? Did you say it to Mike Reed? in Mays County? Did you say it to Sheriff Walton in Rogers County? I want y'all to arrest her, and she's going to sign my affidavit or rot in jail. Did you say that to them? I promise you, my guys know. They know who you said it to and how many times you said it. Where's that? What are they going to do if you do something to me? So, yeah, he's telling all about that. So now we don't know what she's going to do, where she's going to go. But I'll tell you this, they got caught again. They always do. Then, you know, who, maybe Consweiler? I'm trying to say his name, Kunzweiler. If you're going to say it's an ad, she can use mere puffery. If you don't want her to use mere puffery, then don't say it's an ad. I'll say what it is, Mr. Kunzweiler. I'll say what it is. This thing was set up by me and these guys helping me. You know why? It is to document the crime to what until we get before they do it. Poking, peeping, pink pen, and pathetic. And when they carry it out, document that. And I'm allowed to be pissed off that somebody took everything I have. Somebody said that. If somebody put me out on the street, I'd call them a fucktard too. Boo fucking who? Here's your tissue. That's not the crime. Why'd you put her out on the street? Right? Why'd you take her car? Why are you still trying? Wait, she gets a new car. You could try to take that. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that shit to her? That's what he said. Everybody says that. Why is he doing that to her? Why is he doing that to her? And the next thing we know, you guys are running around. Who told? How'd she find out? Everybody's sick of you. Why can't you get that? Go to a nursing home. 7 years of this. Every fucking day. It's not even benefiting you. Houston Realtor guy, the answer's no. I said no. Fuck the hell off. Get your shit and go back to Texas, both of you. All of you from Texas, go to Texas. You want to cause trouble, do it there. But get your ass away from me. I came to Oklahoma to be with my family and get away from you and not have any conflict and no drama and no strife. Get away from me. Get away from me. I don't care what you think. Didn't ask you. Get away from me. You don't have a choice. Get away from me. Delusional. Stop embarrassing me. Stop embarrassing me. You guys are weirdo. You embarrass me. All of you. Embarrass the fuck out of me and a whole lot of other people. Normal people. If people don't like crime, it's second on the list in polling during midterm elections. Why in the fuck? What kind of retards don't understand? They're not going to like yours either. I can call you that. You got a problem with it? Well, gee, grow a pair and come tell me to my face. Right? You might want to wear a football helmet and nut cup. Because I kid you not, your balls will be in your brain. You get too close. Y'all hide behind your little computers and threaten and harass and threaten and harass and threat. It's like, how many men are trying to do that to me all fucking day? How many men have a little meeting, trying to figure out how to make me fail? Richard, ringtone Richard, how many is it? How many is it? So, the person thought that maybe the governor is getting nervous about the tribal cops helping me, and that's why, if that was him or somebody from his office, there's a call made. Do you think we should get Cindy on this? XYZ? No, I don't. I think Charles Perry caused that, and I think he did it on purpose, and I think it was malicious and asshole. So no. I think y'all need to leave her alone. You get caught every time. Before, not after. Before. Charlene Petunia, not after. How's your little doll today? You feel pretty in your little dress? You guys have a matching dress? Huh? Why don't you act like a man and go be with your family and leave people in Oklahoma the fuck alone? Alright, so do you feel pretty acting like a little girl? Huh? Do you? Because real men do not beat down women or abuse women to feel tough. And you seem to like that. And there's something wrong with you that disturbs everybody else. It's disturbing to everybody else. That you're abusive to women. That you like starving women until they lie. Or bully. Have the waitress bully her. Oh my God. Okay, so when you contact me, sir, we get all these? We get them. harass the shit out of her. Then when she complains about it, say she's harassing us. And the judge, Kirkendall, I gotta rule out entrapment. Can you please leave her alone? Because it looks to me like you're provoking this. It's entrapment. Okay, how do I know she said that? How do I know? Because you have 40 police officers, chivalrous men, dudes, that don't think you're cute. They think you're pathetic. And a reporter. I fucking hate these guys. They're monsters. This is awful. Everybody says that. It's awful to watch what he does to her. Why is he doing that? Why is he fucking doing that? Well, here's the thing. Nobody understands why you would do that. That's what mere puffery is. It was on The Good Fight in 2017. So Ted and Mallory had already discussed these. Your little plan that was you talked about, that it was all over the jail when you did the first false arrest. Yeah, I have to file a police report in the state of Oklahoma to get a protective order. If somebody's threatening you with false arrest and death, you need one. Yeah, no, TPD doesn't collect evidence. They don't take evidence here, right? I didn't get a blood test to see what you were giving me that made me sick. Was it arsenic? Was it opioids? What was it? Was it what you gave Mike? Was it? I got an open traffic court case, sir. Stop interfering. Stop interfering. So, one last thing. I mean, we're tired of it. We're tired of it. Yeah, these guys think you're a little prissy pants if you pick on women and you think that makes you tough. You got a problem with that, you'll have to take it up with them. Okay? They don't think it's cute. They're chivalrous. They've done a whole lot to protect me while trying to let me do my job and get more intel myself, like Pinto's thing. Pinto's recording. That's the other people that used to menace us. They menaced everybody that Lucky was asked about to look into before you murdered him. Shit. There's another picture of a car. There's a car that, hang on. All this stuff we got, every time you contact me, we get more. Look at that car. I took this picture right after I think I'd been pulled over for like the 5th time. And I'm like, look at his tag. I wonder how many times he's been pulled over. Look how old that is. So it would have been, let's see, tribal guys pulled me over January 13th. It would have been somewhere around between Christmas and then that I pull up behind this guy. And I took there's a lot of them that I saw that were way past due. Way the fuck past due. I should pull that guy over and ask him how many times have TPD pulled you over about your late tags. How many times has it been 6 within a few weeks? Yeah, they're misogynists. Okay, I have my car wrecked. We're going to take her back to Texas where we can do more to her. Who has that, Charles? Take her taillight out and have her pulled over. The U.S. attorney was told he's using cops in 2015 because 2 of them complained about it. Came into Sensations and told me. He's using me. This was Lucky. He's making us pull her over all the time. I got real shit. I got work to do. Doesn't he? Boring. Hit. Charles, shut up. Hit. He types in my other phone, and if I stop everything and say that, a lot of times he'll stop typing. Sometimes he won't. Hit. Those guys that gave me that in jail, was it up to you? Was it up to you, realtor guy from Houston? Who's stupid enough to get scammed? And pathetic enough to have to buy a date? You can't get one the normal way? Everybody's just as mad at you as they are Charles. You're pushing and pushing and pushing. I think it's time to stop. Poking, peeping. Stop. Stop. This right here wasn't up to you when we got that, was it? What about that? All these about taking my computer, getting my driver's license. Pull her over, pull her over. Was it up to you when we got those? Who has them? Get her kicked out of her house on smoking since there's a COVID moratorium. We can't do it for non-payment. Calvin's name, Blankenship's name, Desiree's name. Was it up to you? So, the guys that it's up to, I'm going to tell you one last time what he said is, her privacy is not to be invaded. You don't contact her or her family ever again. All these weeks you keep trying to do this second false arrest, and then you call my cousin, have him ready to go talk her into being trafficked. He gets all ready, and then you call it off. Is that happening? Stop contacting my fucking family. Stop contacting my family. Whoever it is leaking, I'm not told that. Stop. You got a lot of nerve to ask me. I hate your guts. I fucking hate your guts. I've never helped you, and I never will. Shut up and get away from me. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck away from me, whack job. Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Get away from me. Get away from me. He said her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You're not to contact her or her family in any form, directly or indirectly, ever again. She's not to be broke anymore. You give back what you took and you get the fuck out of her life. And don't make me tell you twice. And he did. March 2020 and again in July 2022. So we got all this out of that before and after. Mike was drugged. Florida State's attorney, he didn't do it. After, yep, he was. Before, after, before, after, before, after. Stupid. Can you not do the same different before, after? As a direct result of your unwanted contact, your invasion of my privacy, and you taking my money, we get more. 7 years every day. When he feels like it's enough on all of you, he'll get the paperwork signed, and you go to jail, and we're done. That's what everybody wants. Everybody's sick of dealing with you and your weirdo problems and icking your slime all over us. And that includes Houston Realtor guy who needs to pack his shit and get out of here. I said no. You're the criminal. Human trafficking, life sentence, per count. How many is he going to get you on? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be you. Look at that. Look at all that. When you fuck with me, that's what we get. When you contact me, we get stuff. Stuff nobody else has. We do, not you. Right? You feel like the tribal police made the governor nervous? Or maybe that was the reporter. Maybe it was the fucking reporter. I don't know. Let's not speak for the governor. Maybe you ought to leave him alone too. So we got all this, Lucius. When you contact me and take my money and cause me a problem and invade my privacy, we get stuff like this. It's not even benefiting you, you stupid son of a bitch. That's a witness statement. All this. Every time Charles contacts me, we get more. Every time you take my money, every day I'm broke, every day Mike's in jail, every problem you cause, we get more. And more, and more, and more of what you just said. Nobody else has. They give me that in jail. It's a lot of power. It's very specific to me, isn't it? Wasn't up to you, was it? She was trafficked. He's caught trafficking her. Acts like he doesn't know. That's what the guy said. I just quoted. Look, he's trying to traffic her, and Charles is caught, and he acts like he doesn't know. Is he mentally ill, or why wouldn't he know? I mean, we all know. Why don't you? These are subject lines to emails I typed up from a police recording. There's a bunch of them. There's pages of that. There's names right there. All your people. You get name one of my guys. Quote one of their meetings. You can't do it. You can't. You pissed them off again today. Going at me and going at me and going at me and pestering and bothering and menacing and pestering and bothering and menacing and bothering and pestering and trying to force and push and coerce and force and push and coerce. And here you can't eat until you lie. Bullshit like that. Where's she gonna go? What's she gonna do? Not your business, is it? He said give it back and get the fuck out. So you don't have a choice as to whether or not to do it. Your choice is, do you want to do it, or do you want the guys that got me all that Would you like them to do it for you? You can live with your choices, Charles. All right, we have the disclaimer. Don't tell Dr. Russell what she just found out. Connecting the dots is what the police are supposed to do when you have a stalking complaint. Not what TPD does. Use of technology shows how they use hacking, like to know if I'm going to be at Whataburger picking up a DoorDash order so they can swing through the parking lot and drive around and around to just intimidate and bother me. It's called malicious menacing or something. Yep.
Because you stalked me. That's why I don't. Just leave me alone. I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes. No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice. Please stop.
Malicious menacing.
Bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me. You won't call the cops. Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore. That's okay. I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
Now, where I live and what I'm doing is none of your business. It doesn't concern you. Butt out. Butt the fuck out. What should concern you is the guys that tell me everything you've said. What are they going to do next to you? I wouldn't make them any more mad than they already are. But you be you. You can live with your choices. Right? You like getting quoted every day? I guess you do. You keep provoking. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not going to be trafficked. What I do with my life is none of your business. It doesn't concern you in the least. I don't care what you think, Charles. Didn't ask you. You are not asked. You were told, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave my family the fuck alone. Stop bothering everybody. Leave everything and everybody the fuck alone. By the way, I have turned my cell phone off every night before I go to bed. And twice now, when I get up, it's on. Like, I started paying attention to when I turn it off, making sure it's off. If I want my cell phone on, I'll do it myself. Get out of my phone. Get the fuck out of my phone. Poke and peep. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. You weren't invited here. Go, where's Jacqueline and Jordan and Matthew? When you bother everybody in Oklahoma. You want to run for office in Texas, but you won't get out of Oklahoma. Leave everybody the fuck alone.
Okay, I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
That's okay. I don't care. Leave me alone.